What is a good word, everybody? Tiger727. I've been doing a lot of work and organizing on my Tiger collection. I had done a video a while back where I talked about I wanted to start showing more of it. And obviously I never got around to that. Just been busy, obviously, like everybody else. Justice here. So I'm just gonna get right into it. And what I did is, and I hope to show you like one of the binders, but for whatever reason, these newer iPads, from what I just learned, unless there's something wrong with mine or I don't have the right setting, does not have a pause button while recording, which I don't understand, but I'm not a techie guy. So what I did is I organized them all by decade. And then in each binder, they're alphabetical by brand. And then it was one of those things for me. It's like, where do you start? Where do you stop? Do you stop at, 9 cards? Do you stop at 18 cards? Because you can, double them up back to back. And a lot of these sets are less than 9 cards. So what I did is I just went with 6. I kept it an even number. Whatever's right or wrong, indifferent, whatever people prefer. I went with 6. So if it has 6 or more cards, I will put that in a team set binders. If they are less than 6, that stack on the left is complete runs, or well, some are complete, but not all of them of a 6 card. Like if it has less than 6. So, for example, this Matt Manning and Baez. I think there's one more in this run, and so there's only 3 cards. So that's why it's going in this binder and or stack right now. But once I get through everything, I still have my minor league cards and my unlicensed Donruss stuff to go through, which shouldn't take me too long. And stack on the right is all cards like this Riley Green on top here, from the Topps Chrome, Stars of MLB. There are no other Tiger cards from this year, which is, I believe this is 2024. There are no other Tigers in this subset, so I'm putting those in a binder, and I'll probably do those probably by year as well, as best I can. Once I get them all, once I go through everything. The team sets that have SPs, I'll keep the SPs with the team sets. Subsets, that'll probably go in the left stack. Like you go back to the 80s, and some of the subsets, the individual 1 or 2 cards from that whatever team it is, are actually kind of part of the team set. I've chosen not to include them with the team set. I'm just going to put them in a separate binder. And I do have an oddball binder, like for disc cards, stickers, food cards, stuff, bazooka, stuff like that. And as it stands right now, it's not an accurate number because I haven't gone through and double checked everything. I'm at 12,675 unique cards and 12,965 with duplicates. Reason for the duplicates is, like say 77 Topps, for instance. I have the entire complete set, but I also have a graded set from 77 because that was the year I was born. So I wanted to do that. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Too many binders, and some days I really wonder if I should continue this project or not, but I don't know. I just can't bring myself to stop at this point. So, and in a video a while back, along with the same topic, I had showed how I'm showing my finished team sets. And I showed one of these print offs from Trading Card Database, and you can see I put on one of those plastic sleeves. And this one is the 1984 Topps sticker. And I'm only putting these in the binder if the set's complete. And when you go to print these off, you can select, how many columns you want and different size lettering. You can have whether you want the price in there or not. Obviously, this stuff isn't worth a whole lot. But I just figured for the purpose of, if I keep this stuff till I'm dead and gone, at least when somebody goes to look at it, they'll have somewhat of an idea as to what this stuff is worth or not worth. And at the bottom, what I also kind of like is, see if I can get it to work without glare here. It shows the date you printed it. So it kind of gives anybody who's looking at this down the road an idea as to when the set was complete. So just kind of neat. So that is that, and along that line, I will show this set. And it's kind of neat because some of these, like a lot of these stickers, they don't have names on them. So this one is Bill Scheer and Dan Petrie. Dan Petrie's obviously on the left there. And these are also weird because you see the 269 below Petrie there. But if I remember right, I think there's also a number on the back. Let's see if I can get it out real quick to show you the, yes. So this one's a little bit easier because obviously the numbers are same. But some of these, they'll have like 2 stickers on this side, like this one does. But on the back, they'll have like one big sticker of a different player. And that in itself will either be a different number or a no number, or it can be very, very confusing. Yeah, we'll just move on here for the sake of time. And my goal is to start showing more of these. I have quite a few that are complete. The sticker here is Doug Flynn and Chet Lemon. Chet, unfortunately, recently passed away. I think it was a couple of years ago now. And then there's the Lou Whitaker All-Star. Moving on to the number 272. Why is my list not right there? Well, make sure I got this right. No, it's right. Yeah, I'm looking at something wrong here. Sorry. That's Kirk Gibson. And then you got Glenn Wilson and Scott Flett. That's Morris. And after Morris, you got Larry Herndon, Lance Parrish, and Tram. And on the back side, you got Whitaker, Aurelio Lopez. That's Enos Campbell and Mike Davis. And then John Walkenfuss and, oh, it was cut off here. It says Butch. I'm not sure who that is. I'd have to pull it out. And speaking of Walkenfuss, Andy over Andy's Attic did a really cool video on Walkenfuss a few weeks ago. He's very creative. I don't watch all of his videos, but he is very creative. When I saw the one of Walkenfuss pop up, I had to watch it. So if you get a chance, it's a pretty cool video. I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with my Tiger collection. I've shut Trading Card Database off for a while just so I can get organized. Just trying to stay a little bit more focused on what I'm doing collection wise. And if anybody has any questions on how I'm collecting, or like how I did it, or my organizational ideas or something like that, they're not perfect. Everybody's going to do what they want to do, obviously, and what works best for them. So but that's what I had. Hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later.